to share a few minutes of what he experienced this week in Ukraine.
Hey guys, I'm Brandon. You don't already know me. I went to Ukraine, and we went to 3 cities. Ukraine. And I'm going to talk about 2 in particular. The first one is Mukachevo in the middle. Mukachevo really hit me hard because I met one kid there named Danny, and he was the first one that came up to me when we stepped out of the van, and he said, "Hi, I'm Danny." Obviously in Ukrainian, but our translator translate that, and so I'm like, "Hi, I'm Brandon," and he introduced me to almost every single kid in the camp, and so the second day we went, he comes up to me again. He says, "Hi, I'm Danny." I'm like, "Hi, Danny. I met you yesterday." He was like, "I know. I just thought you would forget me because there were so many other kids I introduced you to." And I was like, "No, dude. I recognize your face. We met. You're good." And he's like, all right, chill. Thanks, Ryan. And so the second day we're there, takes me around again, introduced me to everybody. The next day comes around, and it's the third day, and he comes up to me again. He says, "Hi, I'm Danny." I'm like, "Danny, I met you before. You're the homie. I got you." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And so he's taking me around again. He pulls out this apple. And for you guys who didn't go to Ukraine, our translator told us a little bit of history about the Gypsy people. And he said that these kids only get 1 meal a day and 2 snacks. And that hit me really hard because it's something you have never experienced when you see the look in some kids' eyes, and it's just pure joy and happiness, yet they only get fed once a day. He pulls out this apple as he's taking me around. He keeps trying to give me this apple. I have no idea why, but I've only known him for 3 days that he's going to give me his food, which he only gets the bare minimum. He's trying to give me this apple. I'm like, I don't want the apple, Danny. It's your apple. You need it. You need to eat. You need to eat. And he takes a couple bites of it, and he looks over at the gate where we came in. He sees one of his friends is really, really hungry. He's bent over. He looks at his apple, looks back at his friend, walks over, and gives his friend his apple, which is his last snack of the day. And they have so little, yet they're willing to give up so much. They're willing to give up everything they have to somebody they just met 2 days ago. And it's an incredible feeling to where you bond with someone so quickly. And it's really hard to describe. People have been coming up to me, how's Ukraine, how did it go? And I almost don't have the words to describe it because it was so awesome. We went to another city, Bregovo, and I met this kid, David. And we clicked immediately as well. He's taking me around, he's introduced me to his friends, I give him piggyback rides, strains the back. As those of you who know. And so we finally go in to eat, and these kids also get 1 meal a day. So we go in to eat, and he gets his food. He looks at his food, and then he looks at me, and he slides his plate over, and he gives me a fork. And I was like, I'm good. I just ate. And I slid it back over to him, and I'm looking around. He taps me on the shoulder, and all he does is this. I'm like, what are you doing? And he puts my head down, and he wants me to pray with him before he eats. And he starts praying out loud, and yet I can't understand what he's saying. But I knew that every word that came out of his mouth was about Jesus, and his love for Jesus, and his hope for Jesus. And for those of you who went on the Ukraine mission, the Gypsy people don't have a word for hope, which is very bizarre. And so that you can exude something that you don't have a word for, and you can't describe it. So that hit me really hard, and that's why I wanted to go on this trip.
All right, so we have one more person who went on the Ukraine trip who I'm going to invite up. So